Okay, hey guys, so I am excited for today as usual since I'm back at it again with recording, and I love taking Tuesdays off, but that's not the point of the video. Um, I'm going to be covering two topics in today's video, which is clean and messy sketchbooks and rough sketchbooks. And I've talked about this before on my channel, but I didn't really understand the point of messy sketchbooks and not perfect, you know, dirty or, just messy sketchbooks. And my sketchbooks are not perfect by any means. For usually when I do quote unquote perfect sketchbook, I use mixed media paper or any type of nice paper. Sketchbook for me serves a purpose of practicing and improving skills and just having the benefits of rough paper. Because if you have rough paper, you're able to do really bad drawings on it and not feel bad that you ruined a nice paper. When you're nice paper, you put the effort in making your drawings better, and I'm not saying you can put the same effort in your bad drawings if you really want to improve, but this is just a regular cheap sketchbook by Master Touch, and this is just sketchbook. The second topic I want to talk about in this video is art challenges, how that improved my art and how I'm able to complete them. And now, because used to in the past, I tried everything to complete challenges, but my head is not in the right mindset. I didn't know about prompts. I didn't know about anything. Granted, I do need to complete the October, but I'm waiting to Halloween to do that, because the last prompt is Halloween drawing, but nonetheless, I completed it. So, with that being said, to complete art challenges and, like Mermaid, I completed that. Unicorn, I'm not trying to brag or anything. It took me a while to get to this point in my art to be able to have a mindset, okay, I'm going to do a challenge every day or something. And it gives me something to draw. When I sit down at my desk, like, okay, what am I going to work on now? Or what am I going to practice today? So it just gives me a leeway, because if I don't have that, then I feel like I don't know what to draw. I'm running out of inspiration. But when I do have a challenge, I just go to my Pinterest and click on the reference photo on what to practice today, and I go at it. So, anyways, I want to show you some examples of the 100 head challenge. With that being said, my progress and everything like that. So, again, with that being said, I had improved a lot with my heads and faces and everything like that since the 100 head challenge started. I'm on day 9, so we're going to do day 9 with you in this video. So, let's see. So, this is day 2. And I tried different mediums and everything like that, and try to push my portrait how many times I can create something in a different medium, how my style can change in a medium, or like an art medium or something like that, art supplies. I think here I use pocket pens for the background, and color pencil, and a ballpoint pen. I was trying to go for the primary effects, but I did not have blue, so, well, I mean, I guess I did because of a ballpoint pen, but a saturated blue what I was aiming for. So, here's an example of before the challenge that I was doing. It's still pretty good, but there's room for improvement, and everything. So, and I did learn the luminous method of heads. So now my heads look a little lifelike, I think. And here is day 1. I started on the 20th actually. So yeah, it has been 10 days. So wow. I was going for pencil work for this month to safely and to dive into the challenge. And guys, I was nervous in doing this challenge because I really wanted improvement that bad. And the improvement is if you keep drawing and practice and everything should be good to go. But like here's an example of a study I did, and then here's day 21 of October. I'm trying, and a lot of, get back to the sketches and sketchbooks. When you see pretty sketchbooks online and you feel discouraged, they probably have a rough sketchbook or something like this on the side, and they're always showing the good art. And I'm not trying to discriminate that, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of behind the scenes that artists sometimes or viewers sometimes don't see. Where you just see the finished project, and it's like you don't. Sometimes you see the full process if they do a speed paint or something like that. So, which is why I like to watch ballpoint pen on the speed paint so I can get techniques and stuff. This is day 3. I used the ballpoint pen and I was drawing bigger here. This is why I was learning to add backgrounds to the drawing to make them pop a little bit. But I was learning shading as well at the face. Okay, so this was beginning of day 4. Now I'm using sepia pen. You can still see that my portraits were looking a little cartoony here. But I'll try to steer away from that a little bit. Let's see. Like, here I was doing the sepia pen, and they still look cartoony. This is where I was using the oval face, with an oval and not a circle, per se, which I'm doing now. I'm doing the circle technique and the luminous technique, the luminous method. So, see, you can see a little improvement here, but again, I was still using the oval technique and not really paying attention to guidelines. And here is day 5. This is day 5. I was doing pocket pens, and I did like a little speed drawing of this. And here's some portraits on here. That was day 5. This is where I was starting to learn the circle technique, but I didn't really dive into deeply into it. Again, some more portraits with ballpoint pen. It's good practice, and everything. I'm just trying to show you. And then here's day 7. I was doing a brush pen. This one turned out my favorite. So, and then here is day 6. I kind of skipped a day, or kind of went forward. And I was trying to learn watercolor for this one, and I did the ballpoint pen in red. So there's day 7. I was experimenting with watercolor and experimenting here. And I was thinking of starting a skull portrait for this one, like skull practice challenge. But I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Here's another portrait. And I'm wearing the skull here and the parts of it. Here is day 8. I was using colors. And you can tell here I'm practicing the luminous method as well. And you can see the different angles. And just having a lot of fun. Here is an example of where I used the luminous technique, and I like this one a lot better than this one. And I was playing with the lighting and everything, so that's what I've been working on behind the scenes when I don't film, and practicing portraits and practicing different kinds of, just practicing. This is what my practice looks like in rough sketchbooks. Now, when I do clean sketchbooks and clean practice and nice and perfect, well, not really perfect because nothing can be perfect, or but you can get better at it. You can practice. I say practice makes progress. Not perfect, but anyways, I hope this was helpful to you guys, and that way you can practice along as well. I want to probably do, this video is already long, it's at 10 minutes. I want to see if I can do a couple of head drawings so you can see my techniques and everything that I put into practice now. I don't do the oval technique anymore because I feel like that kind of, I don't know, but with the circle technique, I got my proportions are a lot better. And yeah, so let's get on with the video. Hey guys, some tips if you can complete challenges like I am. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it took me a while to get to the point where I can finish challenges. Once I finished the first two, I was like, okay, I can do this. But I'm not trying to brag or anything. It took me a while to get to this point. For the challenges and everything. So, for the 100 head challenge, you could always do 5 heads in the morning and then 5 heads at night or something like that, what I've been hearing. And yeah, so for this one, I'm doing a 100 head challenge. You're supposed to draw 10 heads in a day for 10 days. And I know that's a lot, but I learned so much in this challenge. I learned the Loomis method. I learned the how to get confident with heads and have variety of heads. Like you saw at the beginning that was very cartoony and everything. So with that being said, I think my sketches have improved a little bit. So hopefully you saw that from the sketches and paintings and all that. I learned how to watercolor portraits, so that's exciting. And I've been experimenting with different mediums and everything like that. Now, let me get on to the topic of messy sketchbooks, plastic sketchbooks, cheap sketchbooks, topic that I mentioned in this video that I'm going to talk about. For this one, um, if you get a nice sketchbook, that's great, and you're very happy with it. I'm very happy for you. But if you want to practice and get better at art, I'll recommend a cheap sketchbook like I'm doing with this one here. And if you get a cheap sketchbook, you're not so precious with sketchbook. You're focused on learning and you're focusing on improving your skills. So when you do get the nice sketchbook, you're confident. And if you finish a cheap sketchbook or something like that, then you're feel completed, you did it, and you finished the sketchbook. Um, Art challenges are a great safe way into this. You can fill in your sketchbook with art challenges, like I did here, as you saw in this sketchbook. This is my portrait sketchbook, and I'm actually, even though it's a messy sketchbook, I'm actually kind of proud of it because I learned so much in it. And that's what the thing is, like, how can I learn? How can I, without, yes, I'm drawing the same thing over and over again, and yes, I am basically, trying to improve. I really want to get to the point where my portraits are further realistic, and I'm not that quite there yet. I'm going to experiment with different types of paper now, since I know there's different types of paper. There's bristol board, and there's mixed media, and I want to see how much I can layer my pen on mixed media, on bristol board, and but the process comes in with this one, and the video is almost coming to an end. So I hope you got something out of this. You see those pretty sketchbooks and sketchbook tours and everything like that. You're like, how do I get to that point? They probably have a rough sketchbook on hand. They're just not showing it, or they are showing it, depending. So I hope you get a better insight of how what truly sketchbook tours and everything like that on YouTube. So if you like what you see here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you get a little general idea of what I'm showing my head now, and thank you for watching. Bye guys.